Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a paper quilling wreath and we are also going to learn a new shape which is the eye shape, and the requirements are as shown on your screen. So this is the project which we are going to make, and these are the two variables or variations of this project which I have made previously. So to start with, we are going to take a combination of colors. Basically, you can either take light pink, dark pink, yellow and orange, light blue, dark blue, or these kind of colors. I mean, there should be one light color and one dark color. So here I am choosing light blue and dark blue. My strips are 5 mm and the length of the strip is around 9 inches. So we need to make a tight coil, as we already know how to make a tight coil. In case you have not watched this video, I will link it above somewhere, and we need to make such tight coils. So there are total 63 tight coils we have to make, out of which 24 of one color and rest of other color. So that depends on you, like which color you want to make more and which color you want to make less. So here I had made light color as more coils and dark color as less coils. So the reason I will tell you here, like basically while making a flower we will be using one dark coil and around it we will be sticking light coils. So there will be 6 flowers of this kind, and in the opposite case there will be 3 flowers. So you can choose your colors accordingly. You just need to make 9 flowers using tight coils, and one flower take 7 coils. So this is the calculation you have to do according to yourself. So initially I was using a tweezer, but I was not feeling comfortable with it, so I started using my hand, and I generally use the glue on a plastic wrap, and I keep my flowers also on the plastic wrap to get dry, otherwise they can stick to the paper if the surface is of paper or so. So here are the flowers. Now we need to make the leaf. So leaf shape is basically, we need to basically start with the tight coil. We have to make a loose coil out of it. I have created a project using loose coils only, and I will link that also in the description. So open the coil and pinch it from the center. So when we will pinch it from the center, there will be 2 corners made and it will become a leaf shape. So here also I have taken the strip 5 mm width and 9 inches length. So you need to make few leaves. I had initially made 15 leaves, but then they were short, so I had made, I guess, 6-7 more. So you can make the leaves according to your requirement. You can even mix the 2 colors of greens over here, like one leaf of one color, one leaf, like you can mix and match. So here I have taken the base. The main paper was 8 by 8 inches, and I have made the background using the stencil and Tubby Ink Craft light pink color. And now I am taking the center by joining the diagonals. We can get the center of it, and we need to make a circle. So that circle basically will depend on your requirement. I mean, the thing is that in the center we are going to do something, so according to that you need to decide the center. For my case it was somewhere around 2.75 inches. This centerpiece I had made using the die cuts. I own a Sizzix Big Shot and I have few dies with me. So I use Spellbinder Nestabilities to create this frame. I stacked 3-4 such frames to create this heighted effect and layered effect, you can say. Now this frame later will be used to store the photograph or maybe writing the sentiment or so. Now once you decide the layout, I mean the layout of the centerpiece, you need to adjust your flowers. So I am using one dark color flower and two light color flower. So in case you are making the opposite, you will use one light color flower and two dark color flower. So that all depends upon you. Now we need to arrange the flowers in bottom and sides. On the top we will not be going to make a flower arrangement, and then we will on the lines you have to, yeah, just remember that you have to draw the circle very light, and you need to cover that line using the standing strip. So using the same green color we will be covering that area by pasting the strip edgewise. So here I am measuring how much the circle or length of the strip I require, cutting it out. And usually what I do is I take the glue on the plastic sheet, I hold my strip with the tweezer and I tap it in the glue. So we need very light glue, very light glue, and we need to paste it to give it a shape of a circle around the flowers. So this is a bit tricky task. I mean, for the first time you may find it difficult to do, but with practice it will be very easy. So first try it on the rough paper, make a circle, try to cover that circle using the some rough strip or maybe some anything. I mean, you need to practice it. Similarly, I am doing on the other side. And then we will cover the upper half of the wreath. So in case you want to know how I made the background, just leave me some comments in the comment section and I will post a separate video or maybe some other thing in which I will be creating this kind of background. So similarly you have to do for the upper side, and yeah, it was a bit difficult because this was a long strip and setting a strip edgewise in a circle is a bit difficult, but yeah, with practice it will be easy. So now the part of the leaf, start pasting the leaves around the wreath. And continue this thing. Okay, for the persons who don't have any stencils with them or maybe any inks with them, they can simply use a white mount board. I have also pasted my white sheet, this white sheet on which this pink background is visible to you. I have also pasted that on the mount board, and the size of the sheet is 8 by 8. Mount board is, I have cut a bit bigger than it because it will go inside the framing. In fact, I will tell my framer to cut this extra part because I have already left a margin on the paper itself. Okay, so the people who don't have any stencils or so, they can use simply white plain background. For the center part also they can as an alternative they can cut 2-3 circles, they can stack them together, I mean paste them on one above each, and they can write something on that circle frame, or maybe they can paste some photograph with a sentiment. I mean you can actually vary this design in a many ways, like I have already shown you in the starting itself. So I have made 3-4 designs. I mean on those two variations also I have used die cut, but you can obviously write something with hand itself. So with this our project is complete, and I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and kindly please share about my channel to the people who you think may like it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.